We've always been fighting about quantitative and qualitative research.
It's not just about research, but it is about research that speaks to policy.
The best way to go at a problem is to look at it from a variety of dimensions.
We are not telling people leave your quantitative, qualitative domains, but think in a way that you can balance.
So then, what is mixed method research?
Mixed method research is a way of telling people there is a different way of thinking.
But Mmrc is not taking a methodology and teaching you everything about that methodology. That is logically impossible. But then, where do these methodologies intersect?
The mixed method research module tells us what is important in borrowing from either of the two non-domains, that is quantitative and qualitative.
So Mmrc then puts flesh to that profession.
Nobody ever sat me down to teach me really what methodologies are. And one of the reasons why I actually came here was because at the point now in defining my research design for my work, I got confused and I needed to, and I was sure that if I went on like that, not knowing I would be defeated, I needed to understand what should I do, how do I do this work, and that's why I'm actually here today. So I've never done a mixed method myself.
All along in my department, we have been having a challenge of how do we integrate the quantitative approaches of research into the studies of peace and governance and conflict issues. And we have been leaning mostly to using qualitative approaches. And as a researcher wants to be all-round and multidisciplinary in a sense, I've always desired to get a chance to acquaint myself with mixed methods where I'm as well conversant in quantitative approaches as in qualitative. And I'm so grateful that passed the picked on me and I'm here today.
I am beginning to rethink all over. It's like I'm going back to training when I was doing my master's, that I'm beginning again to open my mind. I start thinking. I think for me it's taking me back to that stage of critically thinking about concepts, critically thinking about ideas. Because since about 2003 up to now, I've been doing research, yes, but within a context of formal employment.
I was excited finally that I had fuel to continue with my PhD thesis that I had abandoned, because I couldn't put up strong arguments to the claims I made in the thesis. And at a point I knew if I had to return home, even on day 3, I could successfully carry out my thesis.
I don't know how I can thank Pascal. The way the module was designed, how the training is carried, our involvement, our understanding levels. For the first time, I have sat in class and I don't want the class to end. I used to emphasize I'm going to do purely qualitative. But after this training, I'm telling you, I am very open and I feel that multi-method is very, very important.
Mmrc as a program is not just about developing capacity for research, but it's about developing capacity for policy-relevant research. And so whatever we do in Mmrc speaks to knowledge generation and knowledge utilization, and that is a difference. And of course, we live in a social world and we live in the midst of problems that confront us, and every day we seek answers to them. So if I am a scientist and I cannot speak to the problems that confront us as a people, then what's my relevance? And so we seek to build this capacity so that when we strive to generate knowledge, we use that knowledge to solve the problems that confront us as a people. And that is what Mmrc stands for me.